Pleasant afternoon, students of excellence. Welcome again to another edition of Cruising to Success, where maths is made easy, like 1, 2, 3. Today, we'll be looking at composite functions, and the word composite means to combine more than one function. So again, here we have a function, g of x, which is equal to 5x minus 3. We have a function, f of x, which is 4x plus 2. So our objective is to write the expression for the following composite function. First, we're going to start with g f of x, then we're going to look at f g of x, and we're going to complete question 3 and 4. So, firstly, what do we mean by g f of x? Now, all that simply is we're going to combine these two functions. And to do that, I'm going to put a square bracket around f of x to indicate that f of x, this entire function, is now going to become my input into my g function. Now what does that mean? It means my g function is 5x minus 3. I am going to replace my x with the entire f function into where x is. So I'm going to take out x and I'm going to replace it with 4x plus 2, and I'm going to close the bracket just like that. So again, when you write it in this format, it tells you that the function expression is now the input. So I'm going to input 4x plus 2 inside my g function in place of x. Then I'm going to expand and simplify using the basic facts of algebra. So 5 times 4x is 20x, 5 times 2 is 10, and that is minus 3. Then I'm going to simplify by saying this is 20x plus 7. So that is my algebraic expression for f of g of x. So g f of x is equivalent to 20 plus x. Now look at example 2. This is example 1, example 2. Looking for f g of x. Again, I'm going to use my blue ink to help us. This will be my input. Now what does that mean? I am going to put the entire g expression in place of x in the f function. So it becomes 4x plus 2. I am going to replace this x, and in place of x, I'm going to put the entire g function, which is 5x minus 3. So that is called a composite function. That is how you find an algebraic expression for composite functions. Now to put it in a simplified version, you're going to multiply 4 times 5, which is 20x minus 12 plus 2. It becomes 20x minus 10, and that is your final answer. So it means f of g of x is equivalent to 20x minus 10. Now, that is the first two examples. Now, the ones that students find difficult is when you're going to substitute a function back into itself. So what does that simply mean? It means if you have f of x, I'm going to first start with f of x, which is 4x plus 2. And I'm going to use the entire expression as my input. So it becomes 4 bracket 4x plus 2 on the end. So again, all I'm doing is taking the expression and replace it with x back into itself. I'm going to expand and simplify so that becomes 16x plus 8 plus 2, and that becomes 16x plus 10. So f of x is equivalent to 16x plus 10. Now do it one more time, and let's do it for g of x. Again, I'm going to put that square bracket to remind me that I'm going to put that g expression back into itself. So it becomes 5x minus 3. I'm going to take this x out and I'm going to replace it with 5x minus 3. I'm going to expand the bracket by using the distributive law, and that becomes 25x minus 15 minus 3, and that simplifies to 25x minus 18. So g of x is equivalent to 25x minus 18. So again, this is what a composite function is. This is what the expectation is. You're going to put the algebraic expression of one function in place of x, expand and simplify, and that is how you do composite functions. Now, let's apply this skill to more examination style questions, and this is what the examination question will look like. Now, examination question 1, it will say something like this. Given that f of x is equivalent to 4x plus 12, and they will say g of x is equivalent to 3 minus x squared. You're asked to determine, number 1, gf of x, and number 2, gf of 2. So here are two questions that you typically see in an examination style. And it says, firstly, find an expression for gf of x, and secondly, you're going to find the actual value for gf of 2. So, part 1. Again, I'm going to write it as g f of x, and I'm going to put that square bracket to remind me that my entire f function is going to be substituted into that space. So it becomes 3 minus, I'm going to put my bracket, and I'm going to put 4x plus 12 all squared. So it becomes 4x plus 12 all squared. Now in this case, this is a typical question students tend to get incorrect just because of this negative sign. So we're going to focus right to the end in this question. So this becomes 3 minus, I'm going to put a square bracket. It's going to be 4x plus 12 in a bracket times 4x plus 12, and I'm going to close that bracket. The reason for the second bracket is when I expand and simplify my double brackets, this negative sign will be distributed to all the terms inside the bracket. Now what does that mean? It means it becomes 3 minus bracket 4x times 4x is 16x squared, 4x times 12 is 48x, 12 times 4x is 48x, and 12 times 12 is 144. You close the bracket. So that is the expansion. Simplification, this is 3 minus square bracket, 16x squared, 48 plus 48 works out to be 96x plus 144, and I'm going to close my bracket. Now students, here's the important bit. This negative sign will multiply all three terms inside the bracket, just like that. So it becomes 3 minus 16x squared minus 96x minus 144, just like that. Then to simplify, I'm going to add the like terms. It works out to be negative 16x squared minus 96x. And again, this is negative 144 plus 3 works out to be negative 141. So again, this is the expression for gf of x. And I just want to make sure that when you're doing the composite function, you're going to take the entire expression and substitute it in place of x in the next function. Again, this is expanding double brackets using expansion method. We simplify and then we have our final expression. So that is the example for gf of x. Now, when you're asked to find gf of 2, so let's put it on the border right here. This is gf of 2. First, I'm going to do f of 2. What does f of 2 means? Based on our previous lesson, our input in place of x will be 2. So I'm going to substitute 2 into that space. It becomes 4 bracket 2 plus 12. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 12 is 20. So the value of f of 2 is 20. If the value of f of 2 is 20, so therefore f of 2 is equal to 20. I can replace f of 2 with 20 because they have the same value, and I can say g of 20 is now equivalent. I'm going to substitute into my g function minus 20 all squared. So again, please remember, when you get to this point, full concentration. Common mistake students make, 20 squared is equal to 20 times 2, which is 40. That is right. So again, 20 squared means 3 minus 20 times 20 is 3 minus 400, and that's minus 397. And that is the value of GF of 2. So again, this is a typical question that you will see on an examination. And let's do one more in light of this. Now, here is another good question that you may see. And this is the one that requires a little bit of problem solving. So it will say, example 2, examination style question 2. It will say f of x is equivalent to 2x minus 15. It will say g of x is equivalent to x squared plus c, where c is a constant or a number by itself. Part A, it says, calculate f of minus 6. Part B, it says f of a is equivalent to 5. And part C, it says f of g of 4 is equivalent to 25. Use this to find the value of C. Here is a typical question that you see in this new style of application of functions. Now, firstly, step 1. The first step is to understand what do we mean by f of minus 6. So part 1, f of minus 6 is just simply a substitution. I'm going to replace x in the function with negative 6. So it becomes 2 bracket negative 6 minus 15. 2 times negative 6 is negative 12 minus 15, and that's negative 27. So again, step 1, simple substitution. Now step 2, or part B, I'm looking for f of a in bracket is equivalent to 5. So my first step is to make this substitution where a is now my input, and when I make that substitution, my output should be a value of 5. So to set that up, I'm going to simply say f of a, which is equal to 2 bracket a minus 15 is now equal to 5. Now I'm back to basic linear equations. So my next step is 2a minus 15 is equal to 5. I'm going to add 15 to both sides. That cancels. So 2a is equal to 20. I divide both sides by 2, and a works out to be 10. So if I substitute 10 into the space, it will produce an output of 5. Now, here is our final one. For part 3, and this is part 3, and this is the one the students find difficult. So at this point, I want you to pay full attention, because today, it's been a while since I've done a video, so I want to ensure you get a good lesson today and have a beautiful understanding of this topic. Now, it is f of g of 4, and that is equivalent to 25. So based on my previous demonstration, my first step is to find g of 4. I am going to substitute that value into the f function, and then I'm going to equate that to 25. That will then tell us what the value of c is. So again, full attention. First step, step 1. So for step 1, I'm going to calculate g of 4. What does g of 4 mean? I'm going to make a simple substitution in place of x. That becomes 4 squared plus c. 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16 plus c. So this is my value, or that's my expression for g of 4. I am then going to take this expression and substitute it into my f function. So that means it becomes g f of 4, and I'm going to substitute this into my f function. So it becomes 2 brackets 16 plus x, close the bracket, and that's minus 15. So again, I'm taking my expression of g of 4 and I'm substituting it into my f function. So I'm going to expand and simplify. 2 times 16 is 32 plus 2c minus 15. I'm going to simplify it by saying 2c and 32 minus 15 is positive 17. So f of g of 4 works out to be this expression 2c plus 17. Now I'm going to put that to be equal to 25 to now determine the value of c. So it now means 2c plus 17 is equivalent to 25. I'm going to subtract 17 from both sides. Then I have 2c, and again, what is 25 minus 17? That works out to be 8. I divide both sides by 2, and c works out to be 4. So again, thanks for paying attention. Again, welcome to another beautiful lesson. This is Cruising Success, where maths is made easy, like 1, 2,